Buonazo. So we've had more than 5 weeks together by now. And during this time, I think there's no paucity of methods. We've had plenty of techniques. In the morning, this whole range of the four immeasurables and so on. Now quite a rich variety of practices for Shamatha. In the afternoons, of course, we're exploring and further exploring different methods, different approaches for the practice of Shamatha and on into Mahamudra. But all such methods, including the theories that go along with them to illuminate the methods, are all answers to a question. And what's the question? And I think that's for each of us to determine. There's not a right question. But what's the question? In a way, all the teachings I'm transmitting here, passing on, are responses to a question. What's the question? It's kind of quite classic, actually. For those of you who have received empowerment, you know that in classic empowerment, when you come to the eastern gate of the mandala, and you're gazing at the central deity in the middle of the mandala, in the palace, do you recall what the central deity calls out to you when you kind of basically come knocking on the door? Do you remember? Anybody received an empowerment before? What does the central deity ask?
What's your wish?
What is your wish, my children?
Yeah, what do you want? You just came knocking on the door. What do you want? I mean, you said it nicely, but in American English, what do you want? And so you're all here. Some people are listening by podcast. What do you want? Simple question. And this is not a quiz. Like, do you want the right thing? It's what do you want? What do you really want? Right? And how badly do you want it? Because if you don't really want, then there's no reason to have an answer. If you come to the palace door and the deity says, what do you want? I'm not quite sure. Keep going. Keep going, you know. Have a nice day. What did you knock for? You know? So I think we need to know, each of us individually needs to know, what do you want? What is your heart's... We can now now that we put it in crass American English, what do you want? Then we can ask, what is your heart's desire? What is it that you truly wish for? What would really bring you happiness? And then as that seed is sown in your heart and something comes to mind, then a teacher, your spiritual friends and so forth, then they may ask, oh, can I help? But if your answer is, I'm not quite sure what I want, then probably you should go home and figure out what you want. Yeah? Because otherwise, no reason just to talk into a vacuum. I got a bag of tricks here. I've got all kinds of practices and methods I can teach. But, you know, is that what you wanted? So, as you probably have imagined by now, surmised by now, I'd like to spend the next session returning to loving kindness for ourselves. 4 questions. And ask them as if you've never asked them before. Don't go for any rote answer. And often it seems like we're kind of in dialogue. That is our very conscious mind, where we live, where we identify ourselves. It seems like we're often in dialogue with the deepest dimension, our ground awareness, our Buddha nature. And so from your conscious mind, you may ask your heart, what is it that you desire? Right? And how would you like to realize it? What's your strategy? What's your plan? What's your plan? Okay? So, please find a comfortable position.